Apparently, he considered not telling jokes at the Al Smith dinner. Cut 22.
I actually thought about not doing jokes tonight. I was going to come out here and say, listen, our country is doing very badly. This is not about jokes. And then some person said, you have to do jokes. I said, I don't want to. There's nothing funny about what's happening to our country.
Amen.
And I actually meant that. I was going to do that. But they convinced me to say some of the things I said tonight. I don't know if they were funny or not, but hey, you think this is easy standing up here and doing this in front of half a room that hates my guts and the other half loves me? Half of us love me, but maybe it's, I think 75% love me.
Thank you.
But I actually do. I did think about that, and our country is doing very badly with respect to its open borders and inflation, crushing things happening in the Middle East and Ukraine. It's so sad to see what's happening in Ukraine. Wow. I had a lot of people very religious people come up to me tonight from Ukraine, and they're asking me for help. So sad to see so many people have been killed in Ukraine, and we're going to get it settled up if we win. As I'm president-elect, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to do it before we ever get back. We have to get it stopped. Too much killing. It's killing, and all of those cities are coming crashing down. Those beautiful golden domes are crashing down on their sides. They're so sad to see. The whole thing is so sad. So we're going to be, for all those people, there's so many people came up to the dais, and religious people from Ukraine, and I'm going to say, and I told them, don't worry, we're going to get it stopped. It's too bad it ever started. It should have never started.
Yeah, what do you got to say about that, Chucky?
But we're going to have our country respected again. We're going to make sure that it's respected, and we're going to go out and do very good things for ourselves as a country and for the world. These are challenging times for our beautiful USA, but I'm committed to working with every partner here in New York and all across the nation to build an America that once again is strong and safe and proud and prosperous and free. We're going to make sure together we can create a future defined by great ambitions and grand achievements that once again inspires the dreams of our children, brings back the American dream. You don't hear about the American dream anymore. We're going to make it possible for them to have the American dream.
All right.
Good.
I like it.
Good.
And ending the war in Ukraine would be pretty amazing.
Be awesome.
Save us some money, save us some weaponry, and save, of course, lives in Ukraine and Russia, where over 1 million people have been killed. And nobody seems to care about that.
Nope.
Except Donald Trump.
They just keep pumping money into it.
Yep.
They just
keep killing people.
They gave another $400 or $500 million. But Congress needs to come back to give Americans money.
Yeah.
But we're just going to continue to, write checks
Pump
to
it
Ukraine.
right to another, $435 million or something?
Yeah.
But we continually call for a ceasefire in Israel, but not in Ukraine, not with Russia.
Nope.
So hopefully he can get that taken care of. But he also trolled the white dudes for Harris. Cut 23.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris. Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. Every one of those people is voting for me.
That's great.
That's awesome.
So good.
Yeah, that's a deep one.
Yeah.
It keeps on giving. The more you think about it,
it's the
keeps
joke
on
that
giving.
keeps on giving. Yeah, it is. That's really good. Their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
That says a lot.
So good.
And it's true.
And it's true.
And it's true. Then he had a joke on needing to wrap up.
Well, I'd better wrap up because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas. That's right. They've reserved many rooms, a lot of rooms, too many rooms.
Beautiful rooms. We're just
beautiful.
missing
You've never
room.
seen rooms like these rooms. These rooms
We're
are
letting
beautiful.
illegals come in here.
Very,
and
very
ruin it all.
beautiful rooms. Also, we need new leadership.
Oh, you skip.
Did I? No, I got the. 27. He thanks Jim Gaffigan.
I'd like to thank our MC this evening, Jim Gaffigan. Most recently, Jim has been playing Tim Waltz on Saturday Night Live. And that'll be a very short gig, I hope, Jim. But it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Let's see how that lasts. It better be quick. We don't want him, and I'm not going to say anymore. But unfortunately, Governor Waltz isn't here himself, but don't worry, he'll say that he was. He's going to say
That's
That is
awesome.
awesome.
That's
Devastating.
He roasted those
He
two
sure
last
did.
night.
He sure did.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Boy, I mean,
Really good.
I
Really
love
good.
this. I mean, that was tremendous. And again, these clips have to go viral.
Yeah.
You got to send them to your friends
Yes.
on the left. Where was Kamala last night? Yeah.
That was an absolute beatdown.
It sure was.
Down.
Really
He's
funny.
not here, but he'll say he was. Well, and then he'll say, people know me.
People know me.
People know me. Okay, they know what I'm saying. I talk like people speak. Okay, they know me.
Sometimes I'm a knucklehead. My wife tells me.
Man. Then he said we needed new leadership.
The fact is, we need new leadership in this country. Right now, we have someone in the White House who can barely talk, barely put together two coherent sentences, who seems to have mental faculties of a child. Is a person that has nothing going, no intelligence whatsoever, but enough about Camala Harris.
Thank you.
Jim didn't laugh at that one.
No, he didn't. He didn't appreciate that. He also talked about his 2 assassination attempts.
This is a very religious evening to me. It really is. It represents so much. My sister was somebody that loved the church and gave to the church. The cardinal knew that. Had a certain priest that she thought was incredible, right? For a certain very, very fine man that she thought was incredible. Having recently myself survived 2 assassination attempts, I survived. I have a chart that went down to the right. Fortunately, I looked at it's my all-time favorite piece of paper.
No
But it
doubt.
went down, and I looked to the right, and I said, was that luck? What was that, luck, or was that God that did that? And I think it was God that did that. I do. But I have a very fresh, Cardinal, I have a very fresh appreciation for how blessed we are by God's providence and His divine mercy. I mean, that was something I was not supposed to be here tonight. That I can tell you. So with God's help, I know there is nothing that cannot be achieved. We can achieve so much good with this country and get together and unify.
Okay.
Good.
No joke there.
Amen.
Just
Yeah,
real stuff.
Yeah.
Real stuff. And good stuff. Then he had a closing jab at the New York courts.
It's a true pleasure to be with you this evening. Amazing pleasure. And these days, it's really a pleasure anywhere in New York without a subpoena for my appearance.
Really
it's awesome.
quality stuff.
Yeah.
It was just good stuff. Did Brian Stelter actually praise Donald Trump last night?
Wait.
What?
This
After
is
Brian Stelter?
right
is good.
after the dinner got done. CNN took over, and this is the
I
first.
thought they fired him. Why is he still?
Brought
Is he
him
back on the
He's
air?
back.
Brought him back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Well,
And
good.
this
This
time,
time,
he's pissed. And here
Brian
he is.
Stelter, what did you make of this performance?
Oh, no, don't ask me first. I thought he was funny. I thought he actually got a few great jokes in.
Yeah.
I thought the best moment was we talked about the assassination attempts and made light of what he's experienced, because I think he's experiencing
made
real
light of it?
trauma, real PTSD as a result of the shootings, but he's still able to have a light moment in this room. And he took advantage of the fact that Kamala Harris wasn't there.
Which is
I
really
was
the
disappointed
subtext
that he
of this
kept
whole thing.
Exactly. That she
They're
didn't
usually
attend.
supposed to be in the same.
That was legitimate praise
Yeah, it
for
was.
Trump. Good for
I don't
him.
know that he made light of the assassination.
No, I don't know
attempts.
that he did
either. I'm not sure where he gets that, but because I didn't take that as lightness from him at all.
No, I thought that was serious,
Yeah.
actually. I thought he was being real there.
Absolutely.
That wasn't a joke. But he really meant that God saved him
Yeah.
from those assassination attempts.
Yeah, and it was divine providence, and he's here.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be. He believed that he shouldn't be here.